Hi and welcome to Hoxton Therapy. This is a narration of one of our articles. Signs to watch out for in COVID-19 depression and how to effectively cope. Since COVID-19 pandemic began, it has been impacting our lives with the second lockdown. It means we are spending more time indoors and spending less time with friends and family. It's obvious that this impact dramatically affects the way we feel and is detrimental to our mental health. When the first nationwide lockdown was imposed, it was a shock to everyone as well. We all had to stay indoors. Couldn't go out for work or even go out visiting on weekdays as we used to. To complicate it, many people lost their loved ones to the virus and also battled it. Prof Doyle, Director of Health Protection at Public Health English, PHE, mentioned the spring lockdown had caused upsurge in mental distress and recent reports soaring up to 8% in the comparison to last year's records. Just recently, the PHE flagged its campaign program, Every Mind Matters, stating that at least 30% of people's reported mental health problems, which suggested that the people just needed treatment. In an interview with Today programme with BBC Radio 4, Professor Doyle emphasised that it's necessary that people get help when they're experiencing mental health problems. When untreated, mental health problems can get out of control, reaching crisis point, which leads those impacted feelings helpless and worthless. It is the respite that The Sun launched its You're Not Alone campaign, with the goal of reminding everyone experiencing feeling down or sad or any form of mental illness in this tough time that there's hope. By this, if you're ever feeling that there's nowhere to turn to, know there's hope for you. Anxiety is when we're worried, feeling tense or afraid. It's especially about things we perceive are happening, about to happen, or think could happen in the future, according to Mind. While anxiety is a natural response to circumstances like the nationwide lockdowns we're experiencing now, you can see it in many other ways. Feeling alone and isolated. The second lockdown is a serious threat to us as people, and it's absolutely easy to bottle up how you're feeling when it's about anxiety. Many individuals think they're on their own. Speaking to a relative or family member or friend that you trust must help ease your anxiety feelings. According to the pharmacist Ashut Kairu from Lloyd's Pharmacy, during these lockdowns, people will experience a lot of changes to their lives that have been within them for many years. She noted that making and maintaining routine is key, and this could mean scheduling time to talk to your friend, families, or colleagues. Mind further states that simply speaking to someone you can confide in about the source of your anxiety can give you tremendous relief. Candidly, having someone to talk and listen to, you show affection that they can care significantly helps. But if you don't have someone who you can open up to, you can try Samaritans and Anxiety UK. They both run full-time helpline services, which is available to you. Lack of motivation. According to Pharmacy for You recent study, about 28% of adults reported feeling stressed during many times of the day, while 2/3 report experiencing anxiety. Supporting this assertion, Superintendent Pharmacist Phil Day noted that daily activities like walking to the supermarket could make people anxious, especially now that people are forced to stay and work from home. He also noted, open quotes, there is a possibility of addressing anxiety feelings by engaging simple changes that make our lives less stressful. An example is engaging physical activity can help bring our minds into a relaxed state. Close quotes. Regular exercise is effective in relieving stress and anxiety through the release of endorphins, which help us sleep well. Simple engaging in activities like walking, running, or cycling can slightly increase your heart rate and elevate your mood. Exercise is also important for your mental well-being, and having an exercise schedule can help reduce anxiety levels. Interestingly, exercise for just 5 minutes can do you a lot of benefit. While public gyms are not accessible to you during the second lockdown, you can go outside to take a walk. And there are many resources available to encourage you to stay motivated. Food problems. Food has a significant impact on mood and how we feel. According to pharmacist Sultan Daji, When we are not feeling ourselves, we tend to reach out for soothing foods like high sugar foods. These foods may make us feel better for a while, usually seconds, but will not give us in long run. Hence, having a balanced diet and plenty of vegetables and fish will give you the adequate nutrients required for boosting your mood. Sleep issues. Obviously, sleep has a strong effect on our well-being and how we feel. It is likely that many people will have problems with sleep due to the second lockdown. It is clear that during the second national lockdown, a lot of people reported having vivid dreams, leaving them tired during most times of the day. Too little sleep can cause anxiety. To get a good night's sleep, it is necessary to engage in relaxing activities before going to bed. Some of the activities that are very effective are reading, listening to cool music, or meditation. Insufficient sleep can also lead to more irritation and anxiousness. It is crucial that we have a good routine by having regular sleep cycle and avoiding caffeine before going to bed and exercising frequently. Behind mask anxiety. Since the lockdown, we have compulsively been using masks in public transportation, shops and supermarkets. Not everyone wears a mask, but sees someone wearing a mask can get you anxious. Minds notes that if you feel anxious, seeing someone wearing a mask, try and shift your focus away from the person. If you are directly involved in conversation with them, maintain side-to-side posture so that you don't look in the same direction as them. If you think wearing a mask gets you uncomfortable, then think of it as it's a fashion, as described by Mind. Look for masks having beautiful designs and patterns and states you are in. You can also buy a collection of masks that matches your outfits. You're suppressing everything. It is true that people might have cleared their diaries and journals after the first lockdown was lifted. It is also true that diaries of our adventures may have been cleared again due to the second lockdown. But the crux of the matter is that writing down how you feel during this time is very easy to ease anxiety and get your feelings under control. According to Mind, taking notes will avail you to the knowledge of what happens or triggers anxiety or the panics. It will help you identify the patterns in which you are triggered and when anxiety is about to set in. Open quotes. You can also make notes of good things you are doing. Moreover, anxiety feelings come with thinking about a lot of things that will worry you and think are hard to do. So you're doing yourself a lot of good when you're kind to yourself. Notice and appreciate the good things you could achieve daily. Close quotes. In addition to 6 ways you can watch out for anxiety during the second lockdown and ways you can manage them, therapies are alternatives to making you overcome anxiety. You can engage natural therapies like yoga, herbal treatments and aromatherapy, batch flower remedies and hypnotherapy, all which work well for several purposes and symptoms. You can try and see which works best for you. Open quotes. Some people feel better by using one or more of the therapies and have been found to be effective in relaxing and sleeping well. Close quotes. You will find herbal remedies in herbal shops, and the chemists will be able to advise you accordingly. Never act on any advice given in these articles, videos or audios. Always seek professional help before acting on anything you read or watch or listen to on this website, or in our podcast, or on our YouTube channel, or anywhere on our social media.